So I'm back in here briefly. I'm supposed to be on hiatus, actually in the middle of production of my new videos. But I got a special request from a fellow YouTuber called Red Wolf Studio, who was actually asked a question about whatever happened to the Cybot Godzilla, or better yet, animatronic Godzilla that was used in Return of Godzilla that was released in 1984 in Japan, or Gaza 1985, which was released in America. So basically, I'm not going to dig in too much more. There's not that much information about it, but let's go ahead. Well, from where I got in production stage of Return of Godzilla, that's what I call it, there was two props that were used. The usual suit that usually the actor would go into, and then they also use animatronic. See, the producers of Return of Godzilla, they were kind of intrigued by the animatronic that was used in King Kong 1976. So they kind of took that inspiration and did it for the own selves with Godzilla. See, they wanted a bigger Godzilla. The original Godzilla that was used in the original period during the 70s and 60s was around 160 feet. Now they wanted to increase Godzilla's height to 160 feet so he could tower over the city of Tokyo. So, like I said, there was a suit, and there was a animatronic. Now, the animatronic was only used for typical close-ups and various other scenes to make Godzilla a little bit more menacing. That's mainly what Godzilla was used for. They used the suits mainly for just Godzilla just tearing up stuff and destroying the city. Basically what they used to do back in the 70s at this point. But they didn't just stop there when it comes to using this animatronic. Like they used it for close-up shots of the head, sometimes his feet, I think. But they also used this as pretty much as like a tour around, not so much Tokyo, but around Japan. Basically showing people how this thing worked, man. Most people were intrigued about it. It was only, I think, about 16 feet tall. And then it was put on display, once it put on display for much of the 80s. And then they kind of put it away towards the 90s, then brought it back again on display. Then they brought it back, then went away again during the 90s. And it showed back up in 2004 at, I forgot what it was called. I think it was at some display somewhere in Tokyo. And they just showed the head without all the skin, because they use a solar polymer for the skin that they covered up to make it lifelike. But I think at this time I was trying to report it, took it out, took it off the skull, and it's kind of creepy looking, as you can see. But they also displayed it for the 20th anniversary of Godzilla 84 or 85, wherever which one you want to call it. You know. And all of a sudden it disappeared off the face of the earth. But the question then stands, whatever happened to this thing, to this machine, this complex machine? And it's always a question I always tend to ask when it comes to these animatronics. I'm so intrigued with these animatronics and how they work. They look so lifelike. They don't look better than the CGI they use now. And usually sometimes these animatronics do not really face a good ending. I think the Jaws one got lucky. The Spinosaurus and the T-Rex, we still don't know what happened to those two that it was used in Jurassic Park 1 and 2, I think also 3. And same thing what happened to the Kong animatronics that were used in the transportation ride. But what happened to this Godzilla 84 Return of Godzilla animatronic, I guess it's stored in the Toho Production Center, which is actually appropriate. So that's where it's at currently right now, 2021. Seems like Tokyo takes pride in using some of their old props. And I think there's still animatronics, not well based, there's still some animatronics parts left over from the Kong 76 over it. I think somewhere in Asia, if I'm correct. But that's basically what happened to the Cybot Godzilla, or Cybot Godzilla, or animatronic Godzilla. Still in the Toho Studio Production Center somewhere in Tokyo, safe and sound, and probably where much of the products that have been used, or props that have been used. Now, as far as the suit that was used for Godzilla 84, apparently that was stolen somewhere down the line, the last 35, 36 years, 37 years now. So that's mainly it. But that's it. I'll be back on June 1st with new videos. I'm gonna give you a hint. It has something to do with Warner Brothers. And that's all I'm gonna give you. So with all that being said, peace.
I'll be back.